Hey everybody, this is Melissa. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm working in Word and I'm going to show you how to insert an image and then put text on top of the image, and then some different things that Word has integrated to kind of customize the image and make it what you're looking for. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to go to Insert, Pictures, this device, and I'm just going to grab this image here. And now that we have our picture up, I'm going to insert my text box. And to do that, I'm going to go back to Insert, Text Box. And if you see, there's some built-in text boxes that you can insert into here, but I'm actually going to draw my own. So we're going to go down to Draw Text Box. And I'm just going to put it anywhere. Doesn't matter where you put it because we'll be able to move it later. And I'm going to type some text in here. I'm just going to make something up. There we go. Now that we've got our text in here, we want to change this white background to a transparent background because I want to see what's going on back here and this not to cover that up. So what we're going to do from here is we're in shape format. So we're going to go to Shape Fill and we're going to tell it No Fill. And as you can see, that white background is gone and you can see the trees and the fog in the background. Then we're going to go to Shape Outline and we're going to tell it No Outline so that our text is floating on our background. So now that we've got that done, there's several things that we can do with the text. I mean, we can do just about anything that we can do in a regular Word document. We can change the size either by using these, going up and down, or I can come in here and say, okay, let's make this 22. I can change the type of font it is. I can change the color of the font. We can add text effects to it. You can just come in here and hover and look at the way that these act, and I don't know, let's just pick one from in here. Let's use that one. We can use, the justification buttons. We can left justify it. We can right justify it. We can center it. And that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this centered. Now we can grab our box. We can put it wherever we want. So if you notice as I'm moving this green line that's coming down through my Word document is telling me that's the center of the image. So I'm going to put it kind of down there. And that's how you add text to an image and make it look like it's floating. The next thing we can do in Word is, kind of like handwrite text on there. To do that, we're going to go to Draw, and you'll see you have Erase tool, and then we have a pen and we have another pen, and they're different. If you notice, this one is 3.5 millimeters, this one is 0.5 millimeters, and then we have a highlighter. So I'm going to show you how to use this. You can set your thickness in here. Let's make it about right there, and then we can pick a color. And then you just come over to here and forgive this handwriting. There we go. And we can say hello. You can write whatever you want in there. Or you can, if you want to draw a box, you can draw a box. I'm probably better at that than I am at writing. So see, there's a box. But then if we can say, okay, let's get rid of all that. And that's how you do that. Now, if you want to, let's come in here and get this one, and let's make it like a bright. Then you can come over here and grab your highlighter. You can highlight the text. You can highlight over here and highlight just about anything you want. So again, I'm going to get my trusty erase and I'm erasing that. So that's how you can handwrite or free draw or whatever you want to call it. And that's how that's done. So the next thing I want to show you is how to take text that's already in a Word document and add it to an image that's in a Word document. So for example, this text down here. So we're going to click on the image and we're going to click over here on layer options. And you can see you have different types of layer options. If you hover, it'll tell you what each one is going to do. You can, have the text to the right of the picture, to the left of the picture. But for this case, we're going to tell the picture to go behind the text. Watch what happens. The text that was down here is now up here and in our image. And now if you want to, you can move your image around, do whatever you want to with it. Of course, you got to stay within the margins or it'll cut your image off. And then you can go on to do anything with this text that we did when we typed it out ourselves. We can go up here and say, okay, 22. We can change our font color to anything that we want. Let's just keep it white. And let's center it. And move it up just a little bit. Okay. So the next thing that we can do in here that I think is really, really neat, that Word has built in, is we can change the transparency of the image. We can change the contrast, the color, and different kinds of things. So what we want to do here is picture format. And then here you'll see, corrections, color, artistic effects, transparency. So let's start with transparency. And if you look, as we do one of these, our background gets lighter and lighter. So for right now, we'll keep that transparency at 100%. On corrections, you can sharpen it. If you notice when we hovered over that one, it made the background a little bit blurry, which is okay. We can soften it. And as we get to sharpen, if you notice the trees and all, they get sharper and sharper. And then this 50% is really sharp. So let's add that. And then we can go in and do things with contrast. And just to show you what they look like. Now, for color, we can change the color saturation, make it have more blues and greens. We can do color tones and change the temperature. We can do a recolor. This one right here, if you've ever seen an old sepia picture, you can add that effect. And then we have artistic effects. And this kind of makes the background look, it can make it look almost completely different than how the original picture was taken. So I'll go over a couple of these and let you see what it does. I think this one here makes it look like that there's snow on the mountains and that there might be something going on up here, but this looks like snow to me. So those are the different things that you can do within the background of a picture that you've put into Word. You can combine effects too. Let's say that we want to blur it with our artistic effect that we have. And let's say we want to add a color of, say we want to add the sepia. There you go. Then it looks like a picture that was taken maybe, 100 years ago, where there's snow in the mountains. So it completely changes the background. I hope this video helps you understand how to add an image, add a text box and enter text manually and let it float on the back of the image, how to handwrite text or freeform text, and how to add text to an existing image when the text already exists in the Word document. And then on top of that, how to go in and use the different filters and effects to make the image your own. If you like the contents of this video, please be sure to like the video, be sure to subscribe, and get notified. I'll be back again tomorrow with another tutorial. Thanks so much for watching.